Welcome to your astrology and spirituality overview for Friday the 18th of December. Would you like to go first?
Oh, thank you so much. Uranus is square the moon today. So I've got this pretty well all the time at the moment because my moon is 10 degrees Aquarius. So the moon's just conjunct my moon, the transiting moon. And of course, Uranus is inching its way back by the 14th of January to get to 6 degrees in Taurus. So we have a square, a T-square. And of course, the moon's very much about how we emote and our immediate environment, our need for peace and quiet and tranquility and nature, and to feel settled and secure and protected. And Uranus is very much the rebel, sort of like pushing back against, it's almost like the errant teenager, if you like. So something disruptive could happen around our emotional lives today, but actually the moon forges earlier on in the day a very lovely link with Venus. And so some good news could come out in terms of the wider world, I feel, today. But in terms of our personal situation, it could be a bit choppy. We may want space. We may suddenly want to be close to someone. We may not be able to make our mind up. It could be just a bit choppy, a bit fluid.
Thank you so much, sweet. And today I thought we'd use the Gaia Oracle cards to see what message Mother Earth has for us on this.
Well, with Uranus in Taurus, that's good. And the moon is all about the seas, of course. And
ooh, we have
whoa.
The card that comes up here says purification and then has the word fire in brackets. It says here, bare essentials, the naked truth, wholeness. Fire is often not so much in modern times, but more in ancient times. Fire has been very much used as a purification tool. I think these days we think more that would be water, because we might think of a baptism or being cleansed or having a shower or a bath. But that fire, what fire does is it naturally in the world, obviously it can get out of hand, and that's mostly down to humanity messing around. But fire will burn down the old, it regenerates the ground, it allows the new to grow back up. And if we think about this message of purification, I just think we've really got to just focus on cleansing ourselves today, making sure that we do maybe have enough fluids, that we have a day off from anything that has got too much sugar in it, or maybe alcohol. Just
I know with the Australian bushfires that one of the big talking points for me that I picked up was that they're not doing what the indigenous people of Australia, the Aborigines, have advised in terms of bush clearing. So, and it's an interesting one because it is the eco lobby that have been pushing to do things in a different way, and the Aborigines have saying that burning shrub off is actually a positive thing to do, and it protects wildlife. And because that wasn't listened to, and there was lots of interventions that were, as Elisa said, more man-driven and with agendas behind them, they weren't understanding the deeper sociological and also the deeper understanding that these people have that goes back thousands and thousands of years.
There's natural cycles.
Yeah, of like that fire can actually be a very positive thing. It clears off what's no longer needed, but because that wasn't done, we then got one heck of a fire that was completely out of control. And of course that predated COVID and was a terrible, I'm just seeing the wildlife, and obviously the effects on humanity as well wasn't great, but the wildlife was just awful to see these poor creatures being burnt because we're sort of like trying to do the right things, but actually we're not listening to how it was always done. So the cleansing, which was part of their culture and heritage, had just been ignored.
Yeah, so it's important that if we do want to make headway, if we do want to change things and break that wheel, that's fine. I believe in progression. But at the same time, I think that there are a reason things have been done the way they have been done. So it's finding that balance between that traditional road and that more modern way of thinking.
Absolutely. And astrology is essentially about balance. We all have a potential to attain a particular quality of purpose, I feel. And astrology just keeps nudging us to keep reflecting to, find that balance between the humanity but also the self-confidence and the drive. So that balance between the new approaches and the traditional ones that work well, I think you've absolutely nailed it there, Lisa.
Thank you.
So thank you so much for joining us, and if you'd like to read your free daily horoscope or check out your free 3-card tarot, please see the links beneath this video. But for now, from the A conglomerate,
it's goodbye from him.
and it's goodbye from me.
Goodbye.